Human Capital Development Center intends to leverage the resources of the university in enhancing students' employability and also their career and higher education prospects by imparting a wide array of skills.
Osmania University, in its march towards academic excellence, has added yet another pearl to its crown and historical legacy by establishing the Human Capital Development Center on the campus. The center, housed in the Central Facilities and Research and Development Building, envisages to step up the university industry interface and give a fillip to the student support services by upskilling, mentoring, guiding and easing their transition into the job market. Primarily, the HCDC will intensely focus on pre-recruitment assessment and customized training to sharpen the skills and assist them in a smooth transitioning into the industry. This will be on the lines of finishing school. The Corporate Relations and Placement Assistance Cell will strategize to forge stronger linkages with the corporate world. To serve the students aspiring to pursue higher education overseas, the HCDC will facilitate CBT training and counseling. The HCDC would adopt a proactive approach, reaching out to the industry, deriving strength from the university's reforms and revamping the curriculum, sprucing up infrastructure, and launching of multidisciplinary courses. The HCDC is positive that it would be the single window to the world of opportunities for our students.
And I think this small film, which was made in a very hurried fashion, should give you a glimpse about what this center is up to. So I stand here before you as a foot soldier to serve this glorious university and the student clientele hailing from across Telangana. Thanks to the administration for the confidence reposed in me, and I also thank the Vice Chancellor for his proactive approach in supporting this center. He has been consistently after us to see that we see this day today. The founding of HCDC comes at a time when the world is in the cusp of fourth industrial revolution. Disruptive changes brought in by COVID and technological advancements are fundamentally revolutionizing the current job landscape, and with the impact ranging from job creation to job displacement and increased labor productivity to widening skill gaps. Nothing short of a revolution is required in skilling and the vocational education space in India, which has assumed critical propositions and might well determine the future growth of this country. Employability is fast becoming the key outcome that learners are expecting from higher education. Be it traditional learners studying in higher educational institutions or employed professionals enrolling for completion of their incomplete degrees, they are looking for additional skills that will help them fulfill their career aspirations. Despite several positive reforms like the National Educational Policy, the UGC's announcement encouraging universities to introduce apprenticeship, internship embedded degree programs, our education system needs to be better aligned with the aspirations of our youth through universalization of employability embedded courses. In pursuance of such thinking, Osmania University has launched a few courses in the recent past and has persisted with actively engaging with the corporates. I think the center intends to actually leverage the resources of the university in enhancing the students' employability and prospects by imparting a wide range of skills. The aim is that it integrates separate units, placement directorate, training, and other wings which hitherto operated in silos. The center would be working in tandem with colleges, placement officers, and industry representatives, and it would seek the support of all the members who are seated here, who are experts in their own domains and have extensive contacts in the industry to lend their expertise to the center in the larger interest of the students and the university. The objectives of the center are in perfect alignment with the state and the national skilling policy. I think a small beginning has been made, and I hope this would bear fruit in the long run.
It is a unique, as you say, in the country, having this type of center. In always, Osmania take a lead in so many issues in the way human capital development is also one of the best one. And it is the need of the hour.
All over the world, we are talking about revitalizing, realizing, recognizing the human potential, developing it, harnessing it, what all you can say. Osmania is heading for a major bringing in a lot of changes in the system. And from the State Council, both myself and Professor Limbadri would do our level best to connect you, to put you on to the different people who come to us so that we can make Osmania University a hub for education and a proud, and we can all feel proud for a chosen destination in Telangana.
All of us would be aware that India today is occupying a very unique position in terms of the demographic. In fact, this kind of a scenario that India witnesses typically comes once every 150, 170 years. And that is the phenomena of having a large proportion of young population. Many of you would know that more than 65% of our population is below 35 years of age. And this demographic advantage will continue for the next few decades. And at the same time, the so-called advanced economies, particularly Japan, China, even many European countries, they will be on the other side of demographic. They will be having large number of older people. And obviously their productivity, their contribution to the economy will not be as much as a young person can contribute. So India's position is very unique. People have called it demographic dividend. But many people have also commented that if this, the population of the young people, if it is not trained well, if it is not skilled well, then this dividend can eventually become a liability. So educational institutions play a very important role because this is the time when a young person will be transitioning from the world of studies to a world of job, and how to make the transition useful, productive, industry friendly, how the contribution of that student can be maximized the most is the major responsibility of the higher educational institution. We are noticing a few things in the global scenario. One is that while jobs are still important, but many young people today are recognizing that working in a regular routine kind of a job is not very exciting. In fact, we just visited the TBI, which is also located in this building. And there are many incubators today in Hyderabad, few incubators outside Hyderabad, many in the rest of the country, mostly in large cities, metropolitan cities, which are now supporting large number of young people in fulfilling their ambitions and dreams of pursuing their own enterprises. How do we ensure that the right person is in the right place, he is occupying the right area where he has the best talent for? I think that should be the mandate of the HCDC. So getting students participate in large numbers will be one responsibility. Second will be, of course, as I mentioned, is to make all that interaction very, very meaningful. Every student will have different expectation about his future. So those who are planning for civil services exams, many people, as Professor Limbadri was mentioning, will be joining this university from rural areas. And we all know that in the rural areas, still that mindset is that if you get a government job or a group 1 job or even a higher civil services job, that is the best that you can get, or the, I mean, that will change the fortunes of the entire family, the destiny of the entire family. There will be many such students. But we today see that while many students come with that kind of aspiration and background, they don't have the right kind of talent for those kind of jobs. So why allow them to waste 5 years, 4 years, and then end up achieving nothing? So how can this center help identify the correct potential of that student? As I told you, in the coming future, entrepreneurship is going to be very, very important. So how do you identify those ones who have that spark in them, who can become good entrepreneurs, and then connect them to right kind of programs, which the university is already having? And of course, the large category will be those who will be interested in jobs. So the finishing school that others spoke about, that will be a very important thing. Please ensure that HCDC, first of all, it is popular amongst the students, and then it provides the services which are most required by the student.
Sir, I think almost all we spent 2 months, 2.5 months to prepare for the 21-point agenda. As soon as we took over the Vice Chancellor, we have a mission, we have a vision, how to go about it from the Osmania University, and almost all the different faculty core group identified, and we almost all spent hours together to prepare this 21-point agenda. Out of this first kind, the HCDC center, and it's the first center which we are launching today. That's why I think it's the history in the Osmania University. The four different centers which are working in Osmania University, but it's located in different places. For example, entrepreneur cell, placement cell in one place, and the industry academy interaction and skill enhancement, then internationalization of the courses and finishing school. So we thought, why don't we have four centers, four verticals at one place to provide all kinds of information for the industrialists and students and researchers and everyone. So that's the idea behind this HCDC. I think we have a concept of theories in social sciences, the social capital. So we're converting this human capital into a social capital for Osmania University. In the future course of time, definitely Osmania University will get much benefit out of this center.